Hey, Tomies, we would like to thank our sponsor, Nerd Alert Treasures, for supporting this podcast. Nerd Alert Treasures makes handmade and customizable dice trays, pencil bags, and our personal favorite, dice bags with pockets. Use our promo code TOMIES, that's TOMIES, for 15% off. Follow the link in the show notes to get yours today, and be on the lookout for Tomies merch.
Hi, I'm Sid Razavi, the host of Run the Adventure, a podcast dedicated to getting the most out of published modules for your tabletop role-playing game. Every episode, I take a look at a module to show you where the fun is and how you might want to tweak it to suit your game. I hope even if you decide not to play a particular adventure, you'll get some interesting ideas out of it. I cover modules for Dungeons & Dragons, Call of Cthulhu, Traveller, and soon a bunch of other systems, including Alien RPG, Achtung Cthulhu, and Vampire the Masquerade. I've been running games for over 30 years now, but my aim with every episode is to put myself in the shoes of a new GM. As well as breaking down the scenario and how it plays, I pepper the discussion with useful advice for the relatively new GM who has to try to run the adventure for their group. I try to make sure the discussion is also interesting for veteran GMs who are looking for ideas for their own games. If that sounds like your cup of tea, then you can find the latest episode on runtheadventure, all one word, .com, or wherever you get your podcasts. I hope you check it out, and until then, may your adventures run fantastic.
You are listening to Tomes of the Chaos Bard.
Welcome to Tomes of the Chaos Bard. I am DM Dave, and to the left we have...
Henley.
Boudreaux.
Lyla and Grotha.
Roscoe.
And Fenrir.
And today's recap is by Henley. What happened last time?
Well, last time we were flying on the Eagles, and I saw Fort Ventral that didn't really remind me of Fort Ventral, more like a fortress. And Roscoe thought he should go investigate more. Thankfully, we all talked him out of it. We try not to split the party. Yeah. We kept flying and we ran into a storm. We landed by some holes. Bug holes. So we decided to move, thank heavens. And then we made camp in a grove of trees, and we all talked to Joanna a little bit. She seemed a little off sorts, really glum, until Boudreaux decided to play flapjack toss, which was pretty fun. And Joanna even played along, so that was great. Yeah. I think I'm done.
Hamilton?
Oh, and and Henley's about to get eaten by some sun-roasted human things that smell really bad. I completely forgot about.
I
I thought that was the whole don't split the party. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I'm in no danger.
I'm
what are you
not
talking
gonna
about?
die again and get eaten by zombies. No big deal.
Henley
Yeah.
woke up and it was just a bad dream. That's all it was.
Exactly.
I mean, although for the record, sun-roasted smelly people smells just like my people.
Ew.
It's because it's normally what they're cooking, right?
No.
They eat people.
You told me that's not what the lizard folk do.
I'm just
Only the
kidding.
small ones that
Bad
wander
GM.
around by
Bad.
themselves.
Bad llama. Okay, so we're going to start with the rest of the group.
Of course.
Okay, so you guys see Henley take off. You guys are about 300 feet away. You see her scurry off into the distance. You could probably kind of see her jump through a window, and then that's all you see.
I'm gonna look after her for like, my eyes are trained on where she was at. It's like 10 minutes. I give her 10 minutes. She's not back. I'm going after her.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
I'm not here.
Are you gonna wait 10 minutes? Okay, 10 minutes pass.
Do
Hey,
we hear anything?
what?
Do we see anything?
What do you mean 10 minutes pass?
You said you're not here.
I meant as in I'm not there part of that conversation. I would like to know if I kind of survive.
So Henley, we left you with some rotten thing reaching for you. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to Misty Step away from that stinky, crazy beastie.
Okay.
And I think this is the first time.
Yeah, tell us. You did use it in the.
Oh, no, I used. But it's been a
Okay.
while.
But
Been a
yes.
while. So I'm briefly surrounded by silvery mist, and I teleport up to 30 feet away to an unoccupied space that I can see.
Okay.
So can I see inside the house at all? Or no, I went to the
You
side.
went around the corner.
I went around the corner. So I am going to probably go out in the middle of the street,
Okay.
30 feet, and then just book it. But first I'll cast a spell.
Okay. You use Misty Step, and you pop right in the middle of the street.
And I'm going to run.
And I'm guessing you're just going to run to the closest way out.
Yeah.
So you start booking it, and as you kind of booking it, you glancing all around you. There's just tons of these creatures just moving around, lifting up debris, and as you are running, you get kind of this strange, almost like somebody's watching you
Okay.
as you continue running.
I think I'm going to just keep running.
And you're going to make a U-turn to go back to the group, I'm guessing too.
Yeah, although if I can, I'm going to try and duck in the shadows, but I just want out of there because those zombie things are everywhere.
Okay. So you turn and you just start booking it. Eventually you guys are starting to be like, you see Henley just booking it towards you guys. Though there's nothing appears to be following her. Okay, you're back with the group.
What wrong? What wrong?
Hold on. There's like sun-baked bodies, and they're alive, moving around, and they smell really bad. One touched me, and and
Wait. They smell bad. Like Boudreaux smells bad? Or
no, like dead bodies,
A dead body?
and they have the really sunken eyes, and she notices that Joanna's a little scared, and then she like grabs the group and like turns and slowly quiets. And as I was booking it and leaving, I did feel like there was someone watching me leave, but I don't know if it was those humanoid corpses or something else.
Are you sure the smell was coming from the things walking
Yeah.
around and not the dead that was there before?
Yes.
Wait. What did they sound like, huh?
Sorry, can you do that again?
No.
I didn't catch it the first time.
Oh, no. You sure? Like, you would almost say that they'd be like, dead?
They looked pretty alive to me, but they smelled dead. They looked shriveled and sun-baked. And they went, meh.
Boudreaux, what's wrong?
Yeah, he looks really uncomfortable. And he's like, I bet this'll be some kind of voodoo. If it be what I think that is, It be zombie.
A who?
What?
A what?
Hey, Joanne. So it's like, let's say like Fenrir just dead. He like dead, you know, and like then someone like a cleric or something, like not a cleric, what the shaman. I've been here too long, but like the shaman or one of the people like go and I bring you back for Kunda's help, and then boom, he like alive but like without his spirit.
Okay.
So he's like dead, but like he like under someone's control.
So
Yeah.
it's like a magic corpse.
Yeah.
Like necromancy?
We like to call him like the
A
what?
necro-whatty?
What?
You mean like those stories of like the undead?
Stories? No, they're very real. They're very real. Like we do it all the time. Not my clan, not my tribe, but like the other tribes. Yeah.
You make dead people not dead.
So it's like very controversial, like in our place that like, oh, Kundas brought him back, so it's like a good thing, you know. But like in my tribe, we don't think that it's good because their soul is what makes them like alive, and like their soul ain't there and no more. Yeah.
Now, hold on, sugar. Are you talking about when they trap something in like a dead thing and it not really brings it back to life, but just makes it able to move and like get around and do someone's dirty work?
There's nothing in it, but it's just a dead body moved around by someone's power.
So who can do this?
The Lazarenes do this, yeah. But they believe that the Kundas be the one to bring her back, but I don't think it be the one to bring her back. Like I don't think Kundas would want that. I mean, I don't know though.
Well, if you said that like they don't really have a soul, they don't really like a person, that isn't your God all about like reincarnation and starting over and
Yeah,
new life?
Yeah.
Regardless, I think we need to find another place to rest.
No, we need to like
No.
help these people.
I don't think you understand. There were like 50 that I could see in this town. We don't have the firepower or ability to take out that many magic corpses.
He starts nodding. Yeah.
Besides, how would we even
Let
do
alone whoever brought them back from the dead.
That means that like someone like a Lazarene could be going about these cities and like killing people and then using them as the undead of the slaves, yeah? That's not good. We need to fix this. And we need to let their bodies go, eh? This ain't right. Like, we gotta do something.
All right. So how about this?
But we're also on a time crunch with Joanna.
Exactly.
What?
What?
Guys? And you see Joanne just point back towards town.
Aw, sugar snap peas.
And you see this tall, thin figure clothed in a black robe walking slowly out of town towards your direction. It doesn't seem to be going fast or anything, just walking.
Are they alone or do they have like...
They're alone.
That might have been what I sensed. Watch me leave.
Boudreaux? If the person that brings the people back from the dead becomes dead, then what happens to those that they brought back?
I don't know, Roscoe. I don't know. I don't know, Roscoe. I don't know. But we gotta stop it. We gotta stop it. Let's talk to this man.
How far away is the figure?
He's not I mean, you guys were 300 feet away. Mm-hmm. And he's just kind of barely leaving town. So he's maybe like 50 feet away from town. So like 250 feet from you guys. Doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
I pull out my bow. I can try and hit him from 200.
Wait, no, whoa. We got Doc doing.
So I'm going to pull out my glaive, but I'm going to keep it collapsed for now. So it's kind of just like the short sword.
Okay.
And I'm just going to not like walk, straight up to meet him, but kind of walk towards him a little bit and then just stop and kind of just wait for him.
We can't let him get too close.
Right.
I come with you.
So I'll probably
I want to
go
flank him on the other side.
half the distance. So we'll go like 100 feet and then just stop there and wait for him to.
What are we doing? We should go. If this guy can do this, let's get out of here.
So I wanted to be flanking him on his right.
Joanna, get on your eagle. If something bad happens to us, fly away.
I'm going to go back with Joanna.
Okay.
When he gets within 60 feet, I want to use my magic awareness.
Okay, remind me what that is.
So it says, as an action, you can open up your awareness to the presence of concentrated magic. Until the end of your next turn, you know the location of any spell or magic item within 60 feet of you that isn't behind total cover. When you sense a spell, you learn which school of magic it's from. So mostly I just kind of want to do, like we talked about before, kind of just like an aura thing coming off of like either him or something around the area.
Okay, so you get the sense of a magic item on him.
Okay.
You don't know what the
It's the school of magic
school
that
of
it's from.
magic.
So that type of.
It's definitely necromancy.
Okay. It's like a dark aura.
And any other spell and stuff?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay. So I'm going to lean forward and whisper that to Roscoe.
What was the range on that, by the way?
60 feet.
60 feet. So we'll say that he's within 60 feet of you then.
Okay. So I'm going to whisper that to Roscoe as quick as I can.
You said that it was like a magical item, right?
Correct.
Henley yells out, "Stop right there!" With my bow drawn. Arrow knocked, like just saying, don't come any closer.
And he stops.
What are you doing here?
And he pulls his hands up and he pulls down his hood. And you see a very fair-skinned white hair down to his shoulder length. His eyes are pale blue and he has like thin sunken-in cheeks himself. I have come on behalf of the fallen here. And he kind of looks slowly towards Henley. I apologize for the fear that they may have bestowed on you.
Henley, looks like she's about to say something, and then
They meant you no harm.
What do you mean on behalf of the fallen?
I know many people would see such undead and run, but these ones mean you no harm.
Henley, has her mouth open, wants to say something, but doesn't know what to say.
I lean over to Boudreaux, 'cause was Boudreaux on the other side of
Roscoe.
Yeah. Do these undead things usually mean people harm?
It depends on the owner.
I still don't understand what you're doing here.
If you permit, you may come into town and see for yourself.
Well, let's start with an explanation.
How can Fenrir hear this? How far away is Joanna and the Eagles? And
I would think you guys were still kind of close to the Eagles, so you're maybe, let's see. So I would say they're about 100 feet away from you. So I don't think you'd be picking up on this conversation. But you can definitely tell that there is a conversation, being had.
Okay.
There has been a disturbance in the spirit world. Many have been wrongfully killed And so it is one of my duties to help bring balance to this tragedy.
Who? What's your name? Who you under?
My name is Azil. I am from the Lazarine family.
And how is bringing them back from the dead a good thing?
The wrongful death of a creature can bring an unsettlement,
That's true.
an agony to it. I find it one of my duties when I find or sense any kind of wrongful death that I seek it out to see if I may be able to bring it some peace. Because I find it worse for vengeful spirits to come back on their own than me helping them return. For a vengeful spirit can be very dangerous if anyone crosses its path, whether they wronged it or not. If I bring it back, guide it to the completion of their unresolved business, they are under my watch, and I have means to banish them if they get out of control. And for these raids that have been happening amongst the goblins, there has been many unwrongful deaths. And with so much unbalance in the spirit world, many of these would come back and would cause harm amongst all living things.
Are you referring to a banshee?
A banshee would be one of them, yes.
They're not nice things. No. So Garotha was like super mad at him because she does like, like a death in any form, or especially that like in a battle should be left as it was. But like him explaining what's going on, she's like, oh, okay, I get it. Kind of calming down.
How does my tribe, and mostly Mama Frizz, taught me about how we feel about the Lazarine family?
Yes. So, Boudreaux, you have been taught by Mama Frizz that the family Lazarine is kind of where, way back in the day, they're the ones who created necromancy. Mm-hmm. The grandfather, his name was Malenko, and he created kind of this magic that could do this. But she's taught you that it's wrong, that it is not right. Because as you said, the spirits come back, but they are more contained. They're forced into kind of a servitude by the ones who called them back.
Yeah, their spirits can't move on.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. So yeah, the soul...
I taught that all wrong. Oops. I said that
No, you're good.
The zombies didn't have a spirit.
But that's kind of how she would explain it to you.
Oh, okay.
Almost like she was kind of softening the blow.
They have no
for
will.
You. They have no will, so they're kind of soulless.
Okay. Because, like, it's their body that's wandering around, but their soul itself can't move on because the body is.
Correct.
Okay.
They're forced back into...
They're bound to it still.
Correct.
Some way, somehow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
She taught you that these people were bad. You don't mess with them. If you're able to, you put a zombie to rest by taking it out. Mm-hmm. But they are pretty resilient. A lot of times you can lop up their head, but they're still moving.
Yeah.
And you got to be careful with them too. And this is all kind of their lore and stuff like that. You could possibly anger the spirit, causing it to become more powerful. Mm-hmm. So most of the time she's just like, stay away from it, unless you have the proper tools to take care of it.
Okay.
And she has taught you a little bit about how to do it, kind of sprinkling your holy water, your swamp water on it, doing a prayer of some kind.
Yeah, except for I don't think I can properly do it yet.
Right. You'd still need... You've never tried it before.
Yeah, Exactly. That's it. True. Okay.
And he swings his arm, and he gestures towards the town. Let me show you what they are doing.
No. So he steps up and he goes, no, this ain't right. You let them go.
I am not holding them. I'm not bounding them here. They chose to return.
They didn't have no choice. You tied them back to their body.
And he, tilts his head a little bit. Where are you from?
You know exactly where I'm from, eh? Stinking Lazarenes. Oh, sorry.
No, we've never seen Boudreaux this upset before, so... Wow.
And you see him just take a deep breath. He's like, not all of us are in those wicked ways.
And what's the wicked way, eh?
Bonding them into servitude.
Drew?
I have brought them back to bring peace to their soul. I do not bring them back to serve my will.
But they can't... How come putting them and keeping them in there make it so that they can...
So while they're kind of fighting and he's getting all worked up, Lila's gonna kind of come forward and try, not necessarily hold his hand, but just put her arm on his wrist, all, protectively, but also at the same time to try and comfort him. Mm-hmm. What does he do?
I think you can see him have a little bit more peace, his posture, he's not as stiff. Mm-hmm. And Boudreaux's gonna start speaking in lizard folk.
So draconic?
Yeah, sorry, in draconic. Because he was stumbling over his words and having a really hard time, because usually most of this conversation would be done in his language. And so I'm going to speak in my voice, I'm sorry, to the audience, but I cannot be a man and do Boudreaux's voice at the same time. And he goes, no, I don't think that this is right. Their souls can only move on if you let them go. You are keeping them in their bodies, and you're making it impossible for them to move on. Even if it is for a good reason, they can't move on until their bodies are not in some sort of... until they're not under someone's control. You are still their master, and in some way they will still be serving you.
And so you finished speaking. Does anybody know Draconic?
Nope.
No.
Wait. I might actually. Hold on.
I know, I had
Hold on, I think I do.
Nobody just understood what Boudreaux said, and he's never spoken Draconic.
I do speak Draconic.
Okay.
Why?
So Henley, you...
Don't answer that. We'll answer that later.
Henley, you understood what Boudreaux was saying.
All eloquently, even.
I'm just eyes wide. I'm still just in shock of the whole thing. Especially still in shock that he apologized. How can you prove that what you're doing is okay without us going into the town and being surrounded by corpses?
A better question is, we're kind of on a time-sensitive mission right now. If we needed to, would these things attack us? Because that is something that I personally am more worried about right now with the current situation. And I'm looking between the group here that's with me and Joanna. Then what this man may or may not be doing at the moment. I'm going to say that slowly to Boudreaux. Looking at Boudreaux specifically.
And he looks at Boudreaux. And in Draconic, he says, "They have given me permission to bring them back to rebuild their town and to keep it safe until others may return." And then she looks at Lyla and Henley, pretty much the group. "They mean no harm. They are here to rebuild their town and to keep it safe until others return to occupy it."
You know what? Roscoe, we need to get out of here. What's more important is lives that are alive. And they're gonna probably be some undead ones, dead ones, whatever. That if we don't move, so let's just leave this Lazarine of the dog family alone and let's go. Let him do his thing in the village, and when Kundat come after you, it be your fault. And Boudreaux is gonna try to move you guys.
"I am no dark wizard. I am bringing peace to these people. Would your Kundas rather, these spirits come back on their own to haunt this land, causing more issues other than the Trigroven? What would your god think of that?"
My God?
Boudreaux.
He turns back around to him.
Stomps forward. Boom, boom, boom.
Boudreaux.
My glaive at this point is gone full length.
Look,
Boudreaux.
I'm gonna leave you here, okay? We don't need to say no more word. But he's your god too. And he stares at him like, I'm gonna leave. But if you do anything, I'm not turning around right now.
"I am not a follower of Kundas. He was mere a follower of Malenko."
That makes me so mad.
Get mad as Boudreaux.
"That your lizard folk have made into a god."
Boudreaux. Leave it for
"I
now.
mean you no harm,
Go.
but I do warn you, if you do hurt or maim any of these zombies, I will not be responsible for what they do to you."
So like the entire time while I'm like trying to interrupt the conversation and like trying to get Boudreaux to go out or his attention, I'm like pulling his arm.
And he'll like, not in like a rude way. Obviously he's angry, but not in a rude way does he like flick you off. Like in a way of saying like you can, I feel like you could tell by his body language that he's like, no. I've got this. I'm not going to try to attack him. Just chill, please. I'm trying to talk to a man.
I think she's more worried about the fact that he's gonna attack you than you attacking him.
Well, I just wanted to let you know that his flicking was not of like.
Oh no, she doesn't take it that way. She's
So,
just more
Fenrir,
worried about it.
You did hear him when he started booming his voice. When he's like, "I am no near dark wizard." You heard that part because he was booming that one. And Joanna just kind of like, she jumps a little when she hears that. She's like, "We're going to die, aren't we?"
No, he said he wasn't a dark wizard.
She just like looks at you dumbfounded.
That is
like,
the title. No, he said he wasn't a dark wizard.
If he were gonna kill us, if there were all those zombies, they'd be coming out at us right now, and we would be flying away.
Wait, do you know what was in there?
Yeah.
I think from the description and stuff, because he's a little
She
more.
told us there's some
Okay,
zombies.
okay, because
She didn't use the word zombie.
Yeah, it's true. That's
But from
Oh.
your education, I would think you would be able to tie it in because
Right.
Joanna would know of stories. But I thought they were just stories that people could do that kind of magic. And that stuff's evil. What do you mean he's not a dark wizard? Isn't that the definition of necromancy?
Should we go ask him?
I'm not going anywhere. I want to get on these eagles and go.
I gotta come back here one day. It doesn't look like they're gonna attack us. Let's just stay here, see what else is gonna happen. Because where else are we gonna go? Do you want to fly back into the hollow? Just you and I and see what happens? We still need to rest the night.
And she just like shrugs and kind of like turns back to the conversation that they're having.
Okay. What was... He was being really rude. What did he last say?
He just told you that the lizard folk had created Kundas.
And that the real god is Malenko.
And he was a follower of Malenko.
Okay. So,
So pretty much telling you your god is fake.
yeah. So, it goes silent and Boudreaux's just quiet. And then you start hearing some people... Lyla Garotha would know it as the sounds of cicadas. Just, appearing. It's thaumaturgy, but he's not meaning to do it. The sounds of cicadas and rain and some water. Mm-hmm. And, maybe some brushing leaves. And he goes, let's just get out of here. Kundas be the god, and you know it. Come on, guys. Get! And he also goes, and you too! And he kicks the grass in front of him, spraying some,
dirt in the air.
And he goes, now get! All of y'all!
And he just stands there.
Come on, let it go! Rocco! Lyla, Greta, let it go!
Do you turn away? Do you walk away?
He's trying to get you to.
Okay, but what are you doing? Do you walk away or do you stand there?
Pushing you guys a little bit.
I'm not moving.
Shooing you. Come on, to the eagles. To the eagles.
I'm not moving.
You want to fight this guy? He says to you.
I not once made a move for my weapon. I'm just not moving.
Henley starts backing up, watching, but her bow is still in her hand, but it's not drawn, and just backs up, more curious, but she doesn't want to turn her back to the wizard. But she just starts backing up to her eagle.
And as, you're kind of backing up, Lila's kind of staying there. Boudreaux, you're trying to shoo Roscoe?
I'm just staring the guy down. I wanna roll and do an insight check.
Okay.
I mean, because I don't know a whole lot of Boudreaux's backstory, religion, things like that. I don't know hardly anything about necromancy, so I want to do. I'm assuming it would be insight, but I mean whatever, to see if this guy believes what he's saying, and that he's actually trying to help these people. I mean, because everybody helps in their own way and stuff, and I'm not out for a fight, but I want to make sure that we're yeah.
All right, go ahead. Yeah, that would be an insight check.
I don't need no insight check.
It's a 15.
Okay. You feel that even though he's agitated, right, because of the conversation with Boudreaux,
Right.
you do get the sense that because of how he reacted to Boudreaux's insult, as he would take it, that he does believe in what he's doing. And that he does believe that this is part of the process on balancing the spirits, both on this plane and the next.
So, I mean, with that, I think Roscoe's going to collapse his glaive, kind of put it away.
Okay.
I'm going to look it over at Lyla and Groth and say, it's time to go. I'm going to look back at Mr. Necromancer Man and be like, I have no idea what you're doing here. I have no idea how your voodoo works. I have no idea how his voodoo works. You guys both believe something very different with the same end goal. We've got something to take care of, but we'll be back. Because I want to make sure that these people that died for no reason aren't now being turned into an army of voodoo to help the wrong person or to help anyone. They deserve to be left in peace.
And he nods, and he's like, when you return in peace, you will see that I am no master to these undead. As I have stated, I have brought them back on their own, and looks at Boudreaux, permission for the cause of rebuilding the town and keeping it safe. Those who did not accept, they are peacefully buried and at rest.
I'm gonna do something, and it's gonna probably be mess with everything.
Okay.
But because I'm a chaotic character, I'm gonna do it! I need to know what Boudreaux's reaction is right now. What he's doing. Is he standing there? Is he walking away? What is he doing?
He's got his fists clenched, and he's obviously extremely stiff, and he's kind of in like a fighting stance, but also in such a way that you'd think that he really just wants to leave. That's how he's feeling.
Okay.
Are you walking away, or are you just standing?
But no, I'm just standing because my people are going to leave before I do. Kind of stance.
I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna look at the two, at Henley and at Roscoe, and then I'm gonna grab Boudreaux's fists with both of my hands.
From behind?
No, because I've stepped in front of you at this point.
Oh, okay.
And then turned around, and that way I can make eye contact with everybody. So I'm gonna grab your fists, and I'm gonna say, like, make eye contact with you, and say, Boudreaux, I know that you believe what he's saying is bad, no good, and I know that you are one of the most wonderful people that I've ever met.
Lyla, you don't understand.
No. And you see this, like, torn, really frustrated and almost desperate, like, look across her face, like, really fast, just flipping, and say, you gotta go. And then I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna walk towards him, and I say, show me. And I'm just gonna walk with him.
Boudreaux, tears starting to stream down his face, grabs you.
I'm not gonna give you an option.
Like, he's gonna grab you to the, like, jump on you, whatever he has to. Like, yeah, he's gonna, yeah. She's prone. She's got her back turned towards me.
Right. I think I would have you try and grapple her with the strength. And Lyla,
You really gonna go strength v strength with me, bro?
Either strength v strength or dex.
Also,
I'll let you choose. Yes.
Yours is
I'm
strength, though,
not
Boudreaux.
in the mood to deal with this.
He just gestured to all of Lyla.
So Fenrir, you are seeing this.
So
by the way.
I'm gonna also try, because I've already put my stuff away, right? I told them it's time to go. And
Right.
We're trying to make our way, and she's walking in the opposite direction,
Right, towards the guy.
towards the guy. And so I'm going to try and grab her and just be like, "We will come back," because I don't feel right about this either. But we need to leave now.
At this moment, I'm going to say, since they're both going after you, they haven't like detained you, but they both have a hold of you. If you want to rip out of their grasp, go ahead and roll it.
So
Boudreaux.
we have a hold of her, or do
You
we
have
need
a
a
hold
roll?
of her. You got a hold of her, we'll say.
Okay. And then
But she's trying to rip out of your grasp right now.
okay. After she does that, I might do something.
After she, okay. Strength. Roscoe, roll strength as well.
Oh, 5?
Okay. Going in strong.
I don't think he expected that, so he was.
Valid.
No, what'd you get?
22.
22.
I got a 24.
So you're easily out of Boudreaux's grasp. And it kind of catches you off guard with Roscoe's at the first attempt, but then the second attempt you're able to get it out.
Okay.
So then, do you keep walking forward?
Absolutely.
So Boudreaux, because he got himself off balance when he was coming after you, because he didn't expect you to move forward, and he's crying now. He's got tears streaming down his wonderful olive skin, and he
You see the dirt streaks.
Definitely dirt streaks.
and he has fallen to his knees because he lost his grip on you. And he's like, "No, I won't run again. You come back." And he does a spell, and spikes rip up from the ground in front of you, and
Spell time.
spike growth. The ground in a 20-foot radius centered on a point within range twists and sprouts, hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain with the area. And if you go into it, you will take 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet you travel.
Okay. So all these thorns and vines just pop up right in your path, Lyla. Mm-hmm. What do you do? And Fenrir, you're seeing all this happen.
Thinking.
Did you say that I had to do a saving throw or anything, or just that it happens?
No, it just happens.
If you were in it, you'd probably have to make some kind of saving throw.
Although, I should ask, it says that it's camouflaged. For the sake, can it not be?
I'll allow it.
Okay, thank you.
Make it invisible.
So I'm going to keep going, and I am going to use a feat that I have.
Ah.
This one's called Fade Away. So with Fade Away, you either got an increase to your dex or your intelligence. I did it to my dex because I'm not very dexterous. It says once per short rest, immediately after you take damage. So because I'm walking through this, I'm taking damage.
Okay.
You can use a reaction to magically become invisible until the end of your next turn or until you attack, deal damage, or force someone to make a saving throw.
Boudreaux, what's the damage as she's walking through this?
I think
And how
she
long
does
is
need
it?
to make a saving throw.
It's a concentration for 10 minutes.
That's why I asked if I had to make a saving throw or not.
It says when a creature moves into the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet. And it's 20 feet.
And they got to make a Constitution saving throw?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
My bad.
That's what, I didn't remember anything, so. Okay.
Actually, I don't want to roll the damage. Will you do it?
You want me to roll the damage?
I'll do it.
I'll roll the damage.
I just feel like I can't do it because I didn't want to cause you harm.
Okay. Here we go. You take 5 damage.
Done.
And then,
A total of 5?
yeah, total
Okay.
of 5.
At this point, Fenrir's really curious about what exactly is being said and done. And so he's going to start to walk up and rise. I'm assuming.
You would pass Henley. Henley's like,
Well, you guys moved 100 feet away. He's got a minute before he
but
gets up to
Henley
you
was
guys.
backing up. So I imagine she's halfway between the eagles and the people.
Okay, so this is all happening. You see Boudreaux, you see Roscoe trying to grab Lyla, and you're still backing up.
Okay, no. I'd probably be running forward at that point.
Okay. Lyla steps into the thorns and she disappears. She turns invisible.
Oh. I was like, what? Okay. No.
And the necromancer laughs. Ha ha ha. No, just kidding.
How long does that
It doesn't
Just
say.
kidding.
It says until
last? The end of your next.
your end of your next turn.
So everybody just saw Lyla disappear. This kind of takes...
By the way, I don't know that I can do this. But
Gotcha. Okay.
It's a reaction.
That probably makes Henley run faster, seeing Lyla disappear.
Okay.
Are you running away?
No, running towards you guys.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm definitely sprinting, dashing.
Okay. And you're pretty quick, so you can catch up. Within the 6 seconds, you are up there with Boudreaux and Roscoe. And you can see the spikes. The things, and you saw Lyla go into them and just vanish. Fenrir, you start getting up. You're probably like 20 feet, we'll say about 20 feet behind the group. And then Lyla appears again.
On the
What
other
is
side of the
going
spikes?
on?
On the other side of the spikes.
How far away am I?
How long were those spikes?
20 feet.
20 feet deep? Was it a square?
It's a circle from the point.
20 feet radius. So,
20
yeah.
foot radius from
So
the point
you're
she dropped
still
it.
in them, walking through them.
So she'd need...
So
and
another set of damage.
Yeah.
So, okay, hold on. If I'm still, how fast can I walk through them?
Your walking speed is what you have, 25 feet.
That's why I'm asking how far I can walk through
But
them.
it's half because she's encumbered.
yeah, it's difficult terrain.
It's difficult
It
terrain,
is
so it's
difficult.
half.
That's mostly what I was.
Right. So you're still in them by the time you
And
appear.
how much damage per footage?
For every 5 feet.
Okay, so we've moved 15, so I got to roll these dice 2 more times. 6. You're gonna kill her. 7.
She's going to kill herself.
That'll be fine.
And you got about 5 more feet to get out of this.
Done. Do
But
it.
everybody sees her walking through.
Lyla Garotha, what are you doing?
And I'll go ahead and roll that other extra damage.
Okay.
And while Henley's
4.
yelling at this one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be not yelling at the necromancer, but towards him. I'm gonna be like, you do not walk away with her. I don't know what's gotten into her, but no.
And he kind of seems surprised about what's going on. And he's just kind of curiosity.
Just watching the show at this point.
Right.
Or is this
Curiosity.
popcorn?
He's not sure what's going on. But he just stands there.
Any of us know what's going on.
Lyla, you approach him. You are now standing in front of him.
Okay.
And he just looks down at you. And then he looks back at the group. And he's like, you will not be harmed. This place will probably be one of the safest places that you will rest in. And he looks at Boudreaux. And he takes a deep breath.
I think after I did the spikes, I am looking at the ground.
Okay. And he takes a deep breath. And he reaches out his hand. And your spikes disappear.
Okay.
And he looks down at Lyla. And he says, thank you for your trust. Looks up at everybody else. I invite you all to come and see what these undead are doing. See for yourselves what they do on their own choice.
Boudreaux starts fumbling, and he actually grabs the crossbow on his back, and he puts an arrow in it, and he's starting to say things in Draconic to himself. Kundas is mentioned, and then you see him raise the crossbow, look straight ahead at Lyla, wait a minute, and then lowers it.
Oh, Henley was gonna swat your crossbow down.
Yeah,
And then
Everybody was ready.
like I've got my bow coming out right now
This
too,
is
and
really
I'm not sure
interesting.
where I'm aiming it.
and then he lowers his head, and you can hear him in Draconic say, "I won't run again. I won't run again. I won't run again."
And while this is going on, I obviously heard what Roscoe said. And I'm going to turn around, and my face is like tear stained at this point. I'm going to grab out the gold rock that we've had since the last time they went through Nebbleton. And I want to look down on it, and I'm crying, but it helps me feel just a tiny bit better. And I'm going to take a big, deep breath and turn around and say, I have to. And then I turn back around to him and I say, show me.
And I think that's where we'll end it tonight. Thank you guys for listening. Ooh, this is intense.
You're welcome.
An intense Boudreaux. This is interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks for listening, guys. I hope you enjoyed that one. And once again, on a cliffhanger. Okay, check out D.A. Nichols. She writes our music. She has a TTRPG called Shields of Power. Find it on drivethroughrpg.com. Check us out on Discord. Check us out on all our socials at Tomes of the Chaos Bard. You can find those links in the show notes. Also, you can check out our Ko-Fi. That is where we're able to make these things possible. There we'll have tiers where you'll have a DM deep delve by me going through all the episodes, talking about how I planned them, how I created them, and how they turned out, and what I what I didn't expect, and all that fun stuff. There will eventually be some Lyla and Garotha headcanon going on between the episodes, which is going to be really fun. Lots of fun stuff. Follow us on that Ko-Fi. Get updates. That is ko-fi.com, Tomes of the Chaos Bard. Other than that, I am DM Dave, and to the right we have...
Fenrir.
Roscoe.
Lyla Grotha.
Boudreaux.
And Henley.
And until next time, we unroll the scroll to tell the tale. Bye! Sing
By the dawn's early light.
That's some good chicken, by the way.
Because
Well, and when they do it, it's on a conveyor that goes up and down, so it's dripping literally in its own juices. My sister used to do it. That's the reason I know.
That's how I feel when I get in the tub.
You're just
dripping in your own
juices. That
Gross.
sounds So gross. You're marinating yourself.
That's going in the outtakes.
That's going to
All right,
If it hits me up loud enough. I didn't say it very loud.
It's true. I'll see what I can do.
That's okay. I'm right here. We're gonna
Work your magic.
except for when I'm in the tub, it's more like I'm boiling a lobster.
You're a lobster. Yeah.
Do you really turn that red?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's so worth it.
Mary likes that too.
Mary likes it boiling.
She does.
Linda, like, it's even barely, like, warm. She's like, it's too hot. I'm like,
That's
you are your father's child.
'Cause it was funny. She was like sitting playing, and then she stood up, and like her waist down was just red. I was
Red,
like,
yes.
Child, what happened? And Abby's like, she likes it that way. I was like, God, you're cooking our child.
I like it that way, too.
I like it that way.
Hold on, I'm trying to think of how I could do Boudreaux's voice. And you never. I can't do it. You are evil. You are bad.
I only speak common.
Naughty.
Naughty, naughty, naughty.
It's so hard. That's okay. I only speak like.
I am
Hold on.
man. So you know that one meme of that bear with his fist?
Mm-hmm.
That's what he looks like.
No, I have no idea.
I know exactly which one you're talking about.
What I picture right now is that meme with the lady screaming at the cat.
Oh,
I don't know that one.
And they're like dragging her off. And the cat's just sitting there chill on the other
sitting in front of the plate, right?
sitting in front of the plate, just staring them down. And the lady's
The
like,
one where it's like pointing like this, and the cat's like.
I don't know, but
It's the ones like what they're super overreacting, and it's usually used with Karens.
okay. Well, he's obviously.
are you talking like the Arthur bear?
Yeah,
Like
Arthur. It's Arthur, and he's like.
And he's angry Arthur with the
Yeah,
fist.
Angry
Yeah.
Arthur.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
it's kind
he's
of the
an
same.
aardvark.
I don't know.
I
Arthur,
knew which one she meant though. Like even like.
I had no idea. It took me a
So-
second. I'm like, I'm
It's
pretty,
okay, guys. You ready?
pretty up
got
on
this,
my
we got this, we
memes,
got
but
this.
Okay,
this-
So-
Anyways,
So the not dark wizard is telling us to go into a town full of undead people.
Yeah.
What?
Boudreaux starts.
What I miss, guys?